a new. Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new Ask Victor video. This is a video where I go through the questions of the viewers from the previous month. I like to do it now in live. So if you want to join me in the live, you can do it and do also leave the questions in the chat, so I can also answer no live questions. I will try to answer them as they come if I have them. So, but yeah, I don't know. There is one question for all of you. Did you receive any notification when I put the live on the channel? Did you know that I'm going to do live? Because I don't know if the notification arrived to the other people or to the viewers. So I'm quite interested to know if you receive any type of notification. If not, sorry for that. I will just answer the questions. And the other way to interact with me is you just leave the questions in the comments below once this video is being broadcast, and I will answer them the next month. So normally I try to do this in the middle of each month and try to answer questions for the viewers. So I really appreciate if you leave your questions there, because it helps me to keep with that if you think that this is interesting for you. And now let's start, and I will start looking here the questions. Let me see if I can find this. I go here, I go to the questions, and I will start talking about or commenting the different questions that I have here. Okay, so let's go. And the first question I have is from Alexander and says, "Hey Victor, great show, mate. My questions for the next show. What are your thoughts about? What are your thoughts on Warcry after the latest reveals? Are you interested in picking it up? I think the miniatures look awesome, and I'm very interested in how it plays. I'm very interested in this game. I think I will pick up at least the starter case. I don't know if I will go very deep on that. I have the feeling it's going to be. My feeling is going to be like a Necromunda, but for Age of Sigmar. I know that Morhaime cannot be, because Morhaime is dead, have passed away with the when they destroyed the wall. But I think it's going to be like a Necromunda for Age of Sigmar. So we're going to have different bands. They will evolve. They will have this narrative, and most likely I expect to have this experience part. So a little bit, as I said, like Necromunda, with miniatures that are not directly the same as Age of Sigmar, as we can see. Some miniatures are very interesting for me, and some others are very weird and are not appealing too much to me. Let me put an example. The ones that they look like scuba divers, the ones that they look like divers, are not very appealing to me. I know that they try to imitate gladiator helmet or something like that, but they are not the most appealing miniatures for me. I don't like these helmets. On the other side, I have seen the other ones that goes with the beasts, that they look really awesome. So although some warbands looks very interesting, some warbands are not that very interesting for me. But I'm really looking forward to see how the game looks like. And most likely I will purchase the starter kit. I will try to do unboxing here in the channel so everybody can see my comments and my opinion on that. And yeah, I expect this. I don't know if I can be on time, because I will be most likely out for holidays during this period of time. So I don't know when they will release that and when I will be able to purchase that. Okay, but yeah, I expect this is going to come most likely. In my case, this will come end July, beginning of August. How much hobby time do you spend on social media on hobby-related content? Sometimes I feel like I spend more time looking at miniatures than working on them. When I cannot paint, I look some media things, right? I try to look. When I'm painting, I put some videos on YouTube. So like if they are like if I have a colleague next to me, right? I like to especially videos that they talk, and I don't have too much attention on the images. Normally the videos I have to pay more attention on the images, on techniques. I try to watch them when I don't have time to paint or when I cannot paint, because I'm not next to my miniatures. But when I'm at home, if I have the possibility, I try to spend time on painting. Of course, I have to spend a lot of time editing videos. I have to spend a lot of time making the videos, and it's also consuming a lot of time. So yeah, it's quite, I will say 70 paintings, 30 on media, something like that when I'm at home. And when I am not at home and I can use the computer in the other places, yeah, of course, then I'm trying to catch up a little bit. But of course, I cannot watch videos of YouTube or any other things, depending on where I am. So, but yeah, I think it's important to balance a lot. And if you want to learn to paint, it's good to look videos with the techniques, but the practice is the most important thing. So how you learn to paint is basically by learning a technique and practicing this a lot. Then when you have mastered this technique, try to look for a different technique. I think this is the best way for me to learn. And once you have a certain level, the way to learn is basically practicing and experimenting, and from that I'm getting inspiration from other people. Okay, so but I will say that it's more important to dedicate more time to practice than really watching, although this goes against my channel. The other option is normally I put some videos at the background when I'm painting, and when I hear that something is very interesting, or when I listen about the technique that looks very interesting, I stop painting, I pay attention to this part, and then I keep on painting, especially if they show some miniatures. So yeah, this is something that I try to do. And how long it takes to build an average miniature with cleaning up, so on? I don't know. Building is the part that I like the least of all the hobby. I'm not an assembler. I like a lot painting. I don't like that much assembly, and this is why I don't do too many conversions, because it's not something that it's pulling my interest. From time to time, I do conversions, like you have seen the Hellhammer recently in my channel, but it's not my strong point. And even building, I'm a little bit lazy there. So sometimes I don't clean up completely the miniature. So I will say, yeah, if I have to talk about, we don't talk about easy build, but normally I also build in series, right? I try to build a unit or so on. So a unit of 10 will take me 30 minutes maximum. Then if we go to miniatures that are more complex, like an Imperial Knight, it can take me longer, but I will talking about not too much, 1 hour, 2 hours. In that range. I never take the time, and sometimes it's longer than what I expected. The easy to build, I don't spend too much time just clipping and assembling. I try to do it in 15 minutes, for example, for a Shadespire or Warhammer Underworld's Warband. So thanks a lot for the questions, Alexander. I hope you can keep posting questions because they are very interesting, and I really enjoy answering them. Then we go to Kevin Jamison. Just checking here if there is any comment. No, I don't see anything on the chat. Hey, Victor, there was a notification about. Okay, it's good that there was a notification about 24 hours ago. This is great. This is great. Thanks a lot for letting me know, Alexander, and thanks a lot for the questions. So happy to know that there is a notification. Let's go to the Kevin Jamison, and he has some questions here as well. Let's go for that. So, what do you put in your paint pots to help to mix them? Let me go. I come in a minute. Let's see if I can show that. So this is what I put there. So this is from Greenstuff wool, and these are metal balls, stainless steel balls. I don't know if they put it here. No, this is just say the diameter of the ball, I guess. So these are the balls that I put in my pots. Okay, they don't rust, and they work very well. I know that other companies are doing glass balls. Glass is even better, maybe, because glass for sure cannot rust. Okay, but so far this is working very well for me. Have the right weight and helps a lot to mix, and I'm very happy how they work, and I will need to buy some more, because over time you lose some of them. I try to pass it as well from one pot to the new one. So when my red, for example, is finished, I pass it to the next red pot. Okay, so this is what I use. I have heard certain things can ruin the paints by rusting over, and this is fully right. So you have to be very careful what you put inside of the pots. Don't put anything that can rust, because it can modify the color, okay, and then can ruin the paints. And for me, it's not really that it's going to be a big pain to lose maybe €3. It's not something like that, but it's a paint that you want to paint and then you don't have the paint right, okay, and then you have to wait to purchase new paints and so on, and then it's something that for me it's annoying me when I don't have the paint to be able to paint. So this is why sometimes for the most used colors I try to have a second pot just in case I run out of paint. When you open a paint pot, sometimes it looks like you stick something behind the lid. What is it? It's the tube from the brush. Okay, so this is what I put. Let me go ahead. Sorry for that. So is this. Okay, let me see if I can show it well on camera. So is this tube that normally are coming on the brushes. This is what I put behind. So it's just to avoid that the lid is falling down. Okay, I know that you should put the paint on a palette to paint, to be fair, but I paint a lot from the pot, and normally what I do is I really thin the pot directly, thin the paint in the pot directly, so to have the right thinning. So yeah, this is what I use. Let me see. How do you prevent paint from drying under the lid and making it hard to close the pot? It's not. I did not manage to prevent that. My pots look quite messy, and from time to time I have to use a tool and remove the paint with patience. So you lose this paint. It's better that you clean the pots from time to time. You clean the paint under the lid, because if the pot is not closing, if you accumulate too much paint in, the pot is not closing correctly, the paint will dry quite fast. And there are some colors that can dry quite fast. The other thing is important also from time to time put a couple of droplets of water inside of the paint. This will help to keep the paint working for longer. If you want to avoid that completely, put the paint on a palette. Okay, because normally when you are painting for long, the paint is dripping and then some paint is accumulated in the lid. If you want to completely avoid that, the option is to put paint directly on a palette and then close the pot very fast. Okay, and then you will minimize the drying. I don't do that. I paint a lot from the pot. So normally what I do is I thin down the paint. If the pot, sometimes the lid is not keep open, I put this tube to keep the pot open. I clean from time to time the lids to remove the dry paint, and the only moment is if I need to do blending or if I need to do to paint for a long time, then I try to use a wet palette. Okay, I did my homemade wet palette. It's working fine for me. It's not perfect, but it's working quite fine. It keeps moisture for a full session, and as long as I need to finalize the miniature, and for me this is good enough. So this is how I do. I know that you should not paint, and most of the painters will say that it's a heresy to paint directly from the pot, but I've been painting since the 90s, and in the 90s we were painting from the pot most of the time, and I keep doing that. It's something that I get used to that, and this is why I learned very fast that I have to thin down the paint directly in the pot. Well, I thin down. If you don't thin down the paint and you paint directly from the pot, it's going to be very thick. So if you paint from the pot, I recommend you that you thin down the paint before painting. If not, it's going to be too thick and it's going to ruin your miniatures. Okay, next one. Thanks a lot for the questions. These are very interesting questions, Kevin Jamison. I think these are important things for the people to keep the paints in good shape. And I really appreciate your questions. So I'm just checking here if I have any other question here. Let me check the chat. Sorry if we'll check the chat maybe later on. I have to be switching screens. Next one is from Michael Wallner. Hello, Victor. Happy Easter to you and your family. Thanks a lot. The Warhammer community survey was comprehensive and extensive, made me think for hours about where the hobby can take oneself. An inspirational reminder was seeing your superb Sororita Sisters army way back, which really blew my mind. Thanks a lot. Would you like to win or work on the newest Demios pattern? I just love the iconography and running a board even to convert for 30k army. Sororitas. If I can, I cannot promise that. If I can, I will try to buy some of the new Sororitas and increase my army. If they put a new Rhino, I don't have any Rhino, so I most likely I will purchase maybe one Rhino to complete also my army. I like that they are putting the old pattern. I think this is very interesting. And to be fair, my Space Marines, maybe I should, my Space Marines are using the old Razorbacks, the one with the turret with the Space Marine on top, and was based on the, if I'm not mistaken, is also based on the, how it's called this, on the Demios pattern Rhino. Okay, I'm also planning to put some Rhino. I have some old Demios pattern Rhinos to be painted and to be added to my Space Marine. So I like a lot the old. I like the new Rhino more. Okay, but I like to have this old. It's creating me very old memories, and I in these Marines I like to keep the consistency. I like more the old Razorback than the new one, and this was the reason why I keep using the old Razorback for these Marines. And I think, yes, this is a good. In 30k, more and more we can use plastic miniatures. I'm not planning to expand too much on 30k. It's not. I have to. I am involved in too many games. So 30k. The only thing, if I paint something, is because I have the boxes, the what's called the Calth and the Burning Prospero. Okay. I wonder what else in the release hard copy codex is its heretical nightmare turned into fantastical dream. Yeah, I'm also wondering how they will reform. I'm really interested to know how are going to be the new Repentia, and and also for the new, I like a lot the what's called this the flying ladies. I forgot know the name, the Seraphins. Okay. But I'm really curious to see how will evolve the Adeptus Sororitas army, if they put out there any new unit or not. Because to be fair, they only have mainly one unit per slot, right? So they have in HQ the how it's called, I forgot now the Celestine, no? Celestine is called. But they have the boss in HQ. Then they have in Elites the Repentia. They have all characters that they used to be in HQ, no? But they have the Repentia and the Celestial. Then online they only have the Sisters of Battle. On fast attack they have Dominus and the Seraphins. And on heavy support they have the mainly the Exorcist and the heavy weapon teams. I don't remember the name now. So I hope they put some more variety, because I think if not, they will lack a little bit of variety. Let's go. This was the questions, and there was the talk about the previous topic, the quality versus quantity. Then the last one is from Eric Beer 40k, a great channel, by the way. I recommend it. Nice stream, mate. Have you or would you like to work for Games Workshop? And if you did, what role will you like to do there? I thought about that in the past. It's not. I would love to be in part. Yeah, I like. I think I will, if I have to be there, I would love to be not in the not in the painting department. I will prefer to be maybe in the gaming department, because the point is, if I paint for work, then maybe I start not enjoying as much as I'm enjoying now. I would love, yeah, I don't know. Based on my skill, I think that my best match, if I have ever to think to work in the games workshop, should be in the technical department. And I mean, when you do a design, after that you have to create the mold and launch the mold and so on. So I will be more on this part, on the technical department, how to transform the miniature into a mold. Okay, based on my background that I'm working more, I have worked more on injection molding and maybe on managing projects, because it's what I did more on project manager, right? So this will be, I have to work there. I would like to be really a project manager in Games Workshop, and then play with them for hobby. This will be the perfect matchup for me. Maybe in the design, in the painting part, in the painting department, not, I don't have the level for heavy metal, but maybe to paint miniatures for the for shows or for the books, and then with the time to improve my level, because if you paint every day 8 hours, you can improve very fast the level of painting. Then you have more time to dedicate to just to focus on the level. So yeah, it's something that I thought that from time to time I never make the step, and I will not do the step because of my personal situation, my family situation. So it makes no sense for me to do that. But if I will be there, I think it's going to be more like a technical project manager. That is what I do in my job today for mass market. And that's all. I think that's all for the questions I have. We will go back to the chat. Yes, thanks a lot, Squeak Boss Man Knobs. Thanks a lot for joining. Please let me know if you want to leave any question here. I will be very happy to answer them. I'm wondering why the quality is so poor. It's poor in my it's curious. It's poor in my computer and it's good in my phone. I don't know if it's a problem with the internet here. I have double screen here. I'm just checking because but I cannot see the chat now in my phone. I don't know why they have changed something. Okay. Yeah, I have another question for you. This is going to be more for me to understand what the viewers what are interested on. And the question is the next. I've been putting videos every day, okay, for the last 2 years, and I'm wondering if this is too much. If it's too much for you and for me. So my question is the next. How often is you think is the best schedule for a channel in terms of videos? How many videos do you expect from a channel? Once a day? So every day? Every other day? So one day video, one day no? This will mean 3 or 4 times a week? Or once a week, twice or once a week? Please leave me know in the comments below. This is very interesting for me because I would like to have the videos more, or I would like to have something that is making more sense for the viewers to enjoy. I know that in my channel I touch a lot of games, a lot of topics, and a lot of different things. And I don't know if this is too dispersed for the people. I like to really to touch all these different aspects of the hobby, and I think it's what makes my channel interesting. But I will appreciate also what do you like for my channel. And also I want to announce, keep tuned, because as you can see, I start making t-shirts. I try to personalize some t-shirts. I'm doing some experiments, and I would like to share a project that I'm working with. I would like to share it soon in the channel, and I will do a small raffle for the people that I want to. I did not celebrate yet that I have reached the 3,000 subscribers, and now I will do 6 years of channel. So I really want to do a small giveaway, a small raffle, and it's going to be something different that I have not done until now. So I would also like to know your opinion once I do that. And I think for now, that's all what I want to talk here. Is just I wanted to keep not too long, especially for the people that wants to watch it not live, once it's broadcasted. I hope you have enjoyed this live, and also, yeah, I keep tuned because I will try to do more live and more interactive. So there is another, yeah, I will. If you're interested in a way to have a live with me, please leave it in the comments below, and we can try to arrange that, because this can be also an interesting thing. It's something that if you would like to have a discussion about the topic and you would like to make a live with me, I will be very happy to do that. I'm organizing now in 2 weeks again the review of the viewers, the one where I go through the miniatures of the different viewers, and this time I will invite another person, so I'm not alone just commenting on the miniatures. So just let me know. I really appreciate a lot the comments, the feedback, because I would like to improve my channel, and I would like to keep it the best I can. And yeah, and as I said, that's all for now. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you have enjoyed my answers. And if you want this series to continue, please leave the answers. The questions to the comments below. Okay, in the comments below you can leave the questions, and I will answer them in a new live the next month. Yeah, as I said, I want to thank all the people that is watching this on live, and I want to thank all my viewers and all the people that is supporting this channel. As usual, yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.